Okay, I had some people wanting me to kind of show them how you should paint an AR lower. This is kind of how I do it. I saw some videos on it, or I didn't see any videos on it, but I saw some pages on it, and this will be the first step of the process. What you want to do, what I did is I went to Hobby Lobby, got a little, let's see if I can show it there, $3.99 set of brushes. Little fine point deals here, as you see. And these should be fine for any amount of lowers you want to do. Obviously, got a heavy lower receiver. I got an Anderson Manufacturing lower receiver right here. What this is a Blim special. It was. I got it for like 28 bucks. I had a couple of them actually. I've already built. There. You want some paint? Whatever colors you like. It doesn't matter. You know, myself, I prefer green for the safety. And maybe for something else. It just depends on what kind of mood I'm in when I paint. White. I always paint my serial numbers in white. I don't know why. Really, I shouldn't even paint them because I don't want anybody to see my serial numbers anyway. Red and blue. So what you want to do is you want to shake this paint up real good. I mean, this is just model paint. This is just the Testors model paint from. See if I can get that in there so you can see it here. I got this at Hobby Lobby. It was price tags on it, $1.79 a piece. You can use any oil-based enamel for any of that should work. And of course, you know, I've got this here. It's a little bit of paint thinner in a Testors bottle. They sell that too, $1.79. I'm gonna go ahead and open that. I'm not going to shake it up. I've used it before. You see, there's some discoloration in the bottom of it, but it's cleared up. What you can do, what I did, when I need some more paint thinner, go down and get you some mineral spirits. And nice workbench, seat, light, everything here. I've got a nice light here that I put on top of it. And basically what you want to do, pick whatever color you're going to start with. It doesn't matter. Probably wouldn't hurt to have paper towels, something like that. We're going to get us a few paper towels here, just to in case we get a little bit of mess. If anybody's like me, I get to painting and I don't think I've done it right unless I've got it all over my freaking self. This stuff needs to be shook up real good. May even need to be stirred a little bit. If you got a little bit of something, like say I've got these long Q-tips, you can use the stick here to start with if you like. Whatever color you're going to start with, I'm going to take on this. I just got these brushes yesterday. I'm going to take, I think, the finest one. Be that one. You don't need very much. You don't need very much. Trust me. The less over waste that you have, the better off you are. Plus, you can be a little more precise. So I'm going to paint my fire here for my safety. I'm going to paint it red. Okay, so I'm going to open my paint, which may be a little stiff and it's going to need a little stir in here, so I'm going to stir it up a little bit. And that's why we have our paper towels. Wipe that off so it doesn't get everywhere. Like that. In fact, I'm just going to throw that away because, oh well, I can break it off and use it again. Break it off, put it to the side. Take my brush, get us a little bit of paint on here, and you just want to kind of fill in the fire here. And it doesn't matter how much over the word fire you have, it's going to be like that. I fought with this the first time I did this, and until I found out how people do it. Basically, don't worry about this. It's a little messy looking, and it does look bad at first. Everybody, I don't know if you're like me, but I have trouble unless my lower is painted to, I have trouble seeing the fire and safe. Okay, anything else you're going to do in red, now's a good time to do it. Now is an excellent time to do it. Like I say, this one I think I'm going to put this horse in red, this Anderson Manufacturing horse in red. So I'm going to get a little more paint here. I'll go over here and I'm going to start just painting over the top of it. You just want to paint over the top of it, and don't worry a little bit too much paint. As long as it's not like running into each other and your different colors, you'll be fine. It's going to be easy. This is the easiest thing. If I can do it, and I'm not artistic at all. I mean, unless you're talking about music or playing the guitar or something like that, I am that way, but I'm not artistic at all. But we're going to paint right there. And where you got to be careful at is right here. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see this. Right here where it goes close to the A in the Anderson Manufacturing, you want to kind of keep that away from there. You don't want that paint to mix with whatever color you're going to use next, because you'll come up with a freaky color that you won't be able to recreate. Okay, I'm going to show you guys what you should end up with. It should be something like that. As you see, it looks really bad right now, but when we get it all off, it'll all be in the things. Now, take note, if you would, the difference in a paint with an opaque base, which this red apparently has an opaque base, the white obviously has an opaque base, the blue has an opaque base, but the green has a clear base. You can actually see those words really well. Don't let that bother you. As long as the paint is in the letters really good, like it is right here, and you see I had to touch up a little bit of the green there on the G right here, you should be fine. And as you see, it'll look really good whenever you get it done. So don't let this bother you. Now, the important thing is to have this in a place to where you won't be bothering it. Let it sit for a day. I'm going to let this one set a couple of days. Then I'm going to come back out here, and cleaning it off is way faster than painting it. It's way easier than painting it. This is the hardest part right here. So let's come back in a couple of days and see what we got. I said I was going to let this wait a couple of days, but I actually come out here after one day and it's fine. So we're going to get started here. As we see, everything's good and dry, nothing wet. You can tell just by looking that it's dry everywhere. It's starting to look pretty good. So what we'll do is I have hops number 9, hops, or however you pronounce it, the gum bore cleaner, the solvent, and I've got some cotton patches here. Okay, this is very simple. Use one cotton patch per thing. Like for the fire, I'll use one. For the safe, I'll use one. And the reason I do that is I don't want to blend any of these colors. If I get green into the white, you'll see it, or any other color. Now, I will tell you that I don't like hops stuff for cleaning guns or lubricating, but it is excellent, excellent, excellent for this. So what we'll do, just a little bit of this. This takes a very gentle touch, really. You don't have to go completely overboard or anything with it. I take and fold my patch up like that real good. Get a little bit out on the patch there to get it good and wet. And then just very gently. You just want to very gently, try to do this where you can see. Just rub the excess away, and you should be left with you can take another one and dry it real good. Make sure there's nothing left on the part itself, and see, there you go, you have fire. See, that right there did wipe out a little bit of the E. I don't like that. I may redo this one, but that's the way you do it. That's the way I've always done it. Like I say, and sometimes you might have to touch up a little bit, a little more paint. Now we're going to hit this safe over here on the safety. I'm not putting any pressure at all hardly on this. You can put a little pressure on, but you don't want to put too much pressure on it, or you'll be down into your letters. You get down into your letters with this stuff, and it will take the paint out of them. Okay, there's that. I'm going to take a patch here and dry that a little bit. Now this stuff will not hurt this lower, as this lower is, as everybody knows, aluminum. So there's no chance of corrosion or anything like that, and it does not hurt the Crecoat. It doesn't even affect that. And if you have a little compressed air, you may take a little compressed air to it, blow it off, get it real nice and dry. There's still a little bit of paint on that, so what we're going to do is gently work a little bit more of that in. Take your dry patch, dry it off, and there we go. Got fire and safe. Now I'm gonna have to hit that fire again because it didn't do what I wanted it to do, but it's not a big deal. So now we'll go over here to this little more touchy work, and again we're just going to rub real gentle, just enough to take the excess paint off. Okay, taking that excess paint off. And it doesn't hurt if you get a little bit onto the next color, as long as you wipe it off real good. And you got to keep going if you do that. You can't just stop, because then you will have a problem. Get another one, and you're going to use a lot of cotton patches doing this. But again, and a little bit of this stuff goes a long way. I probably used a little too much. We're going to go back and forth on this until we get this all cleaned up. Pay particular close attention to wherever you have, I'm doing this upside down so you can see it. Wherever you have the highest concentrations at, like say right there in that KY. Pretty high concentration, getting a little red into there, getting a little blue into there. Now, try to pat that dry a little bit. See here, I've messed up. Got a little bit of red in the green. Keep on wiping on that, it may come out of there. That's not bad. That's not bad. Now, we're going to keep doing this until we get it all off, all the excess off. See, that white jumps right out there. Now I'm getting blue into it. I'm a little clumsy. See, I'm not really the artistic type. So this type of work really isn't my cup of tea. If you want, you can take something like this, a little long Q-tip, dip it down into there. It'd probably work really well for this minor, this stuff like that right there. This ticklish work around tight spots. And then take a dry patch, one that you're not used, set them to the side. We'll throw them away here in a minute. Pat all that dry. Get all that solvent off of there that you can. It takes a little bit of patience to do this, and again, if I had this facing me, I would probably be doing a little bit better job, but for the sake of videoing this for everyone, I've got it facing away from me. We're going to take that off. Oh yeah. Take and pat that dry a little bit. Everything on it just kind of jumps right out at you. So that is how it's done. If you like, you can take some paper towels, dry on it. And don't be alarmed, this is dry paint from the last video here. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. As you can see, this hops did take some stuff out of right in here. You can see that right there. I touch that up. Not really that happy. And if you get to the point to where you're not happy at all with it, you can really scrub this thing down with that stuff and take it all out, strip it, start over again. By all means, it's your gun. You don't have to pick the colors that I picked here. Any color that you want, as long as it covers good, looks good, hey, jump right on it. Yellow will go real good with this red, I think. There's some other colors that go really good with these colors, but that's basically how it's done. So you see how it's done, and my other lowers turn out a little better than this. I probably should have let it sit another day, but that's how it's done. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned a little bit. For those of you out there that are more artistic than I am, you probably have a little better luck with this. Plus, this is a little backwards for me. I'm going to fix this off the camera. Thank you.